King.
Majiwa. Oh, you're in the team. Sawa. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the third and fourth playoffs between Wazalendo and Impala. May I request the team to come forward and meet one of our sponsors. Thank you.
So once again, streaming you live from Mombasa Sports Club. We are now showcasing the third and fourth place playoff, and there is a ceremony before the beginning of the match whereby Wazalendo veterans and the Impala veterans will be meeting up with part of the jury and part of the event organizers, as this is one of the matches that is within the medal bracket, as they'll be playing for the third place. So we have one of our ambassadors or service providers from the Hope Association, which is part of the Pakistani community that provided the ambulance as one of the services for this event. So the captain for Wazalendo Veterans, Weekly Fongori, is presenting the team and his team members, as Dr. Ashraf, guided by Mr. Farhan, and together with the MCHA president, Mr. Oliver Mascarenas. So heading back most definitely to now the Impala veterans team, which will be introduced by John Kabu. So he goes around introducing Shikanga, Kimuyu, Sombe, Bila, Moses Cheplaiti, Olubai, Kolo, and the goalkeeper, together with the TM for Impala veterans. So we believe some good words are being put in there so that the teams do their best, play their hearts out. And courtesy of Star of Hope Association, which are the medical and service providers as far as medical services and the ambulance is concerned for this event. Meanwhile, this event is streamed to you live on the Kenya Hockey Union Facebook and YouTube page, also on the Hockey KE Facebook and YouTube pages, sponsored by Daikyo Japan Motors, El Biocept Solutions, and Better Buy Tours and Travel. So there is a word from Mr. Ashraf as he talks to the veterans, and some hearty claps there as they appreciate the advice given. So also we have Eli of El Biocept Solutions, who are one of the sponsors, one of the partners in this event, wishing the teams well, wishing the teams all the best. Again, the teams shake hands, wish each other all the best, wish each other well. I guess considering these are veterans, these are things that they have done over the years with regards to the hockey games. Them being veterans, you can see Wazalendo veterans crossing over. So as the players get back onto the pitch, we have Wazalendo veterans who qualified for this playoff, having lost against the Blue Ocean Chiefs 1-0 in the first semi-final, and Impala veterans also lost in one of the longest shootout through the series, 9-8 against Nakuru veterans, or rather Nakuru Masters. Previous match was Park Road veterans against Green Sharks veterans, and it ended 2-1 in favor of Green Shark veterans. Now we are having the third and fourth place playoff, Wazalendo veterans playing against Impala veterans. And there goes the whistle as we start the first half. Ball to Kimanzi, passes it wide to Doris on the left half of the Wazalendo defense. Doris passes it to the back to Majiwa, who tries to scoop, and too much skill there, we believe, or too much energy in the reserves. He scoops the ball out wide, and it's Pascal. As the game proceeds, we have the ball in the Wazalendo veterans half. Fidelis Kimanzi looks for options. There is no runner out wide as he shouts for Wycliffe Ongori, but he didn't read that. Guess it's Majiwa who starts the ball on the sideline. Sun is quite hot, considering it's about 15 minutes to 1 EAT, East African time. Fidelis Kimanzi trying to get a quick start there, scoops it into the D. Wycliffe Ongori makes a sprint, and it's out wide. Impala veterans having a restart at the 16. Shikanga with the restart. Fidelis charging at him, but then it's a foul against him. Shikanga slaps it into the D, and it goes all the way to Lynette at the back of the post. Lynette tries to push it into the D, and that is regarded as a hit, and it's also a raised ball. So it's a quick start there once again from Wazalendo veterans, as Omondi tries to push it to the right flank, and it's not successful. Kolo there with some quick stick work there, trying to make a spin and a turn, and it's out on the sideline. Well, Boka, both teams need to get some points out of this in order to improve on their ranking, considering Impala are the finalists, and this time they are playing for the third place against Wazalendo veterans. So far it's still 0-0. Some hard tackles from the Impala veterans, but then Wazalendo are trying to get them with the quick attacks and counter attacks. Ball passed out wide to Tuju of Impala veterans, passes it to Lynette, and it bounces off, goes out at the baseline, and it's a restart for the Wazalendo veterans. So ball thrown back into the pitch for a restart at the 16, or rather at the D. Seems like as this match is within the medal bracket, Anita there with some lovely skill to beat Tuju on this, and we wait to see.
Impala are playing with 4-2-4 formation. I believe they are really pushing for more forwards up front, but Wazalendo are so resilient and also trying to push men on counter attack and piling pressure on Impala's 4 defenders as per now. But I hope they will get something good out of this game. Kimanzi on the ball at the top circle with a foul. Back to Doris. Doris injects the ball into the circle, but they are able to salvage a penalty corner. They all want to defend this short corner so that Wazalendo cannot get anything from this game, but I can see Ondiro being the most clinical player for Wazalendo in this injection of the PC. Let's see what Wazalendo are to get from this game. Kimanzi on the top circle. On his outer right is Wycliffe Ongori. Back to Kimanzi, but he couldn't hold on to the ball, and therefore a baseline, and it's a 16 for Wazalendo. But Kabu wasn't able to stop the ball, but he opted and says, I'll have it next time. Kabu smiling. I don't know what Kabu has on us. Let's see if he can really defend the ball not to go into their circle and the 25. He wasn't supposed to get it, but Oskuku running forward, trying to dribble past Omosh trying to inject pressure, back to Kabu get good of Charles accelerating forward to Lynette, but he couldn't hold the ball. He's still on the ball, but he draws a foul, and therefore it's Wazalendo's ball. He scoops the ball, but Oskuku gets the ball, stops so well. Back to, it's already in this other side of the pitch, but Kabu holding the ball. Back to Collins Nangila. Nangila couldn't get the ball, Kabu still on the ball. He injects into the circle, and a foul, but the referee was play on. And it's a penalty corner for Impala Hockey Club. Shikanga running forward to the, I don't know if she is going to receive the ball or she's going to be the pusher to John Kabu, who has been who has been playing so excellently for Wazalendo. Margaret Masharia on the far right of Wazalendo. Lynette, 2 vital ladies for Impala Hockey Club. Injected by Shikanga to Kabu. Kabu pushes it into the circle, but it's well defended by Majiwa. Majiwa still holding the ball, and it draws a circle. Is a free hit to Wazalendo. Majiwa on the ball. He pushes it far right to Kimanzi. Kimanzi tries to dribble, but Kabu holding on to the ball. He looks up, decides to make the ball into the D, but it's a free hit to Wazalendo. But I do believe Wazalendo are piling, Impala are piling more pressure to Wazalendo, and they are really looking to at least finish in the medal bracket in this tournament, being the final, but they have fallen short for the final, but I hope they get something as it continues. Wazalendo are able to get a goal, their first goal of this game, and it's injected well by Collins. But the referee calls for a consultant. Let's see what Lindsay holds for us. The girl from Western, moving, walking majestically towards the second umpire, reigning. But Wazalendo are in a meeting, crisis meeting, while Impala are waiting for the whistle so that they can know if they are restarting the game from the center half or it's a free hit to Wazalendo. Let's see what the umpire has. But if I look at them correctly, I believe it's a goal for Wazalendo, for Impala. Yes, and the referee maintains her judgment of the goal. Impala now trailing 1-0. Impala are now winning for 1-0. Anita on the ball, but she couldn't hold it. Tuju. It's missed on the second post by Lynette Osinde.
Well. Wazalendo trying to play catch up. Well, this match is brought to you by Daikyo Japan Motors, Better Buy Tours and Travel for all your travel needs, and El Biocept Solutions for your solid waste management services. Meanwhile, we have Oskuku with a pass intercepted by Gabriel of Wazalendo Veterans, passes it wide and it's stopped by Anita. Looks like Wazalendo Veterans are trying to get a quick ball moving into the D. Intercepted. Effort there, but then there has been a foot foul by Wazalendo Veterans Omondi, and quickly Impala Veterans have started the game. And Boka, some lovely skill there from Kabu to get away from Chalo. Passes it to the wide to Lynette. Lynette stops it quite well, tries to move around Doris, and she loses the ball as Doris wins it over. Passes it to Evans. Evans returns it to Doris. Doris and Lynette to the challenge, and a foul is called against Doris as Lynette wins it over. Kabu trying to get a quick start, and the hooter goes. Hooter goes, and in this match, it's Impala Veterans leading with a goal to nil against the Wazalendo Veterans. And Boka, it's been a while since we saw Impala Veterans leading in a game.
Yeah, they are always on the run and looking for an equalizer, trying to win the match. But this time round, they are getting good of Wazalendo, and hope they can score more goals because they are too lethal. But also Wazalendo are trying to get back into this match. Let's hope for the best for each and every team.
If we do recall, in the previous group match, Impala Veterans played against Wazalendo Veterans, and Wazalendo Veterans actually beat them. Remember, in the last 10 seconds of the game, Impala equalized, and then just before the buzzer, Wazalendo veterans scored to make it 2-1.
It was exactly before 10 seconds.
Yes.
Impala led the game for only equalized within the 10 seconds, and they were scored another goal by Wazalendo.
And it looks like they don't want to make a repeat of that mistake, and so they've taken an early lead in this game.
But the only way they can do that is by adding more goals, or they defend perfectly for their lead in this particular game, putting in mind that Wazalendo don't have a goalkeeper, so Impala should be able to get more goals from this game.
And there goes the whistle to get the teams back into the pitch, as Impala veterans are still leading by a solitary goal against the Wazalendo veterans.
Always remember, this game is brought to you by courtesy of Hockey KE in conjunction by the host, Mombasa County Hockey Association.
That was a lovely quick turn of events there for the Impala veterans as they made a quick rush into the D, passed it to Margaret Masharia, who was driving right into the D to trying to get a goal.
I believe for Impala veterans are looking for the forerunner. On the right, he injects the ball, and it's a very Kabu gives the ball to Kimanzi. Kimanzi controls so fitfully into the 25, injecting into the circle. Anita missed the ball, but it's well cleared by Moses Cheplaiti. Collected by Kabu. Kabu looks right, left into the circle. Where will the ball go to? To Anita or to Omosh? He decides for Omosh. Omosh deflects the ball. Collected by Cheplaiti. Cheplaiti looks right to Collins Nangila. Collins looking decides to dribble past Doris, but Doris couldn't allow him. Ball back to Impala's half. 1-2 exchange. Nice injection into the circle, but the ball is well collected by Shikanga. Shikanga back to Kabu. Kabu 1-2-3 skills. Kabu unleashes his lethality, but it touches his foot, and therefore it's a foul against. The ball is directly injected into the circle, but well deflected by Shikanga, and therefore long corner to Wazalendo. Fidelis Kimanzi back to Ondiro. Ondiro looking, injecting back to Kimanzi. Kimanzi sprinting with Moses Chiplaiti. He draws a hit, and therefore a foul for Wazalendo Masters in the 25 of Impala Hockey Club. Ondiro collects the ball into the circle, but he draws a foul.